Hello guys, today in Road to Unicum I'm gonna show you a gameplay or part of a gameplay of the T-29 on the south coast. The reason why I don't show the beginning of this game is, as you can see in the left hand corner, I only did 300 damage and it just wasn't really an exciting game, and otherwise I would just waste 3 minutes of your life, so I'm not gonna do that to you. Currently, as you can see on the map, there are the T-28 prototype I'm facing off, the Black Prince and the OI and the T-28 and the Super Pershing are fighting in the west. The LTTB is gonna get killed in our base by the Comet, and the Panther 88 and the 12T are gonna kill Artie. And I'm in a face-off with the T-28 prototype, and from here I'm gonna show you some more. This T-28 prototype is not really a good enemy to engage on this range because I can hardly pen him, and also there's just a little bush there and he gets unspotted every time, so it's pretty unhandy if I just do it like this. So I decide to ping my T-32 follow me. You don't see it in the chat because replay system, but I decide to move up. I go to the 28 prototype in a close quarter combat because I have higher alpha damage, because I know he had the stock gun from the impact earlier, and I can just do much more damage when I'm in a close range fight, especially with the accuracy of the T-29. Also, the armor of the T-28 prototype isn't gonna really help on long range. The T-28 prototype gets distracted and I try making a flanking shot in the side of his turret, but it doesn't work. And in the meanwhile, our Black Prince lost the fight in the west, but luckily our Comet, which is now in A3, is going there and gonna spot the enemies, so I know where they are. I also know the ISU and the IS-6 are going after the 12T and the T-32, so I can go pretty aggressive here and try and get some more flanking shots in the prototype and maybe even fight the T-29. The Comet spotted the Super Pershing and the KV-3, and I realize it, and I realize the KV-3 is behind me. I realize it a bit late, but not late enough. I can still, as you can see here, he gets hit by Artie, and I know there he is. And I finish him off, because when someone is unspotted you can still shoot at him. I know the T-32 gets killed by the ISU, and the IS-6 is also in front of him, so it will take quite a while for them to move up this way. So I decide to play a bit aggressive, which I can do in this situation, so yeah. I spot nothing, so I move up, but suddenly the T-29 is there and I shoot him. I try to fall back, but then I realize he has the stock gun. So this is a moment where you can trade pretty efficiently. Every time I poke around the rock I can do him 320 damage, and he only will do me about 100. So that's just very efficient trading and is really useful for these close quarter combats. I don't see the ISU and the IS-6 pushing up, so I decide to go a bit more aggressive and poke around to the T-29. I know he will shoot me once, but my 290 damage here is really more effective than his 100 to me. I do the same thing, but he misses, and that makes me just get 3 damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So now we are in a pretty dodgy situation. The IS-6 and the ISU are somewhere back there. Our 12T is in a one-shot area of everything except the prototype, so he will probably get taken out. And the T-28 prototype, which is on 500 HP, is gonna flank. And the IS-6 and ISU are here. So we are in a pretty tricky situation right here. We're gonna get either attacked from there and there. So that means we have to push. We have to push one flank, because when I'm gonna hang around here, poke around this corner, wait for them to come around there, I'm just gonna get as fucked by the T-28 prototype, and I don't want that to happen. And because I know where the prototype is and don't know where the IS-6 and ISU is, I decide to go around this way and take care of the T-28 prototype first. Also, I want to highlight to more beginning players, always when you get flanked, try to push one side from which you get flanked. IS-6 misses, because that's very important, because otherwise you're gonna get shot from two sides and your armor is only effective, in most tanks, from one side. So as you can see here, I see the IS-6 coming my back and I race away and try not getting shot in my back. The IS-6 gets distracted by the 12T and I decide to YOLO the T-28 prototype, because I know penning him in the front won't be a 100%. So I decide rushing him in the back, and now it will be a guaranteed penetration. I quickly repair my tracks because I see the IS-6 coming, and since I'm only on 490 health, I do have to be very careful. Especially since he is almost full health now, because of our RT. So I need to play very careful. I know here's a ridgeline, so he can't pen me in my turret. So I try to poke over and suddenly I see the ISU. The IS-6 bounces from a turret and I quickly finish off the IS-6. Now the IS-6 thinks he's smart and he's gonna YOLO me, but I'm not stupid and I track him. Unfortunately he pens me in my hull because I wasn't hull down. As you can see, the big large hole in my front. I can see a little bit of a stank, but that was a pretty bad shot, and since I'm shooting APCR since I was engaging the prototype because I want to get through them reliably, pretty bad shot. But yeah, now the IS-6 misses and I know I have a little bit better rate of fire than he has, so I can make another shot. And yeah, that's basically it. I just want to highlight this game, that when you get flanked and there are 3 tier 8 tanks versus 1 tier 7 and a tier 6 RT, it doesn't always mean you lose. As you can see here, I finish him off right in his gun mantlet, and he can't pen my gun mantlet, of course. So yeah, that's the end of this game. So what I just wanted to highlight is that when you are flanked in pretty dodgy situations back there, and you're getting flanked and flanked and flanked, you always need to push one side so you aren't flanked anymore. In this case, I pushed the T-28 prototype around here because I knew when I killed him I would only have the IS-6 and ISU coming from the same side, so there wasn't any flanking fire incoming. So yeah, that was what I wanted to say for the tips this episode. Also I want to highlight the T-29 engagement back there. He only had a 115 damage gun and I had like a 320 damage gun, so every time I poke around the corner I do much more damage to him than he does to me. So that's very efficient trading, and I wanna say that to you guys as well. If you see those opportunities, you just need to take them, because yeah, that's just free damage. Because if you can shoot him like 3 times, he only can shoot you 3 times, and that's 300 damage to you, and you do more than 900 damage to him. So that's very efficient trading. But yeah guys, let's take a look at the post-game stats. So here are the post-game results. This was a mastery ace and it was my first battle of the day, so I get quite a lot of experience for the double, I believe. Also get a Spartan medal for bouncing the last shot from the IS-6 when I finished him off. I was on 100 HP or something. Also did a large amount of damage, high caliber. And yeah, the team scores. As you can see, I finished top on XP, way ahead of everyone. Almost twice the amount of the 12T. I did 3.6k damage, which is a healthy amount. And I just want to highlight that I get a lot of base XP, and that's because look at who I shot. ISU, IS-6, T-28 prototype, all high tiers. And you get a lot of XP from high tier tanks. when you shoot at higher tier tanks, you get more XP. So if you can choose between shooting a light tank, which is 2 tiers lower than you, or a heavy tank, which is a tier higher than you, I always recommend the last one, unless the light tank is a one shot or something. So you get much more experience from that, and yeah, that's just better to do, especially since he's a heavier target. But yeah, the enemy prototype also did a good job, and our RT tier 6 also did a good job. Okay, so the detailed report, as you can see, I spent a lot of money on ammunition, but that was because I decided to load premium ammo, since it was the last real tank alive. I don't count it artillery. Also, I blocked 1500 HP of damage, so pretty good going there. From the I6 I think a bounce, and some from the T28 prototype, so that's pretty good. Got a little bit of resistance damage, I don't know for what. I think the T28 prototype maybe. And yeah, as you can see, the T29 does really well in close quarter combat. In the beginning I missed a lot of shots. You haven't seen it, but in the end I actually got lots of shots in and didn't bounce any. On this I6 for example, I only bounced once. So yeah, it was a short video but a long game, but I skipped out a part because I didn't want to bore you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. And yeah, bye.